Hey there everyone, it's Alex here from VG247.com with a little quick look at Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which of course is the Nintendo Switch re-release remaster of the beloved Wii Japanese RPG. I'm not going to talk too much here, so you will just get some footage without me nattering over it, just because I can't show you that much footage just yet, this far out from release, but I wanted to give you a glimpse of what it looks like and what it runs like, because of course as a port and an enhanced version, you're probably most curious about just how it looks and how it performs. Xenoblade obviously was on the Wii, and it also had a 3DS version, but this obviously sort of provides you with the best of both worlds, in that obviously when you're playing it on a TV, it looks a bit better, runs a bit better because it's on the Switch, which is a more powerful machine, and obviously when you're handheld, it doesn't have sort of the crippling performance that the 3DS version of the original game had. And if you haven't played this series before, it's a pretty standard Japanese RPG, but it's got a really intriguing story, an absolutely beautiful soundtrack which has been remastered in this release, and it's got a really deep, interesting combat system. You're not going to get too much of that in this video, just because I've taken this at like chapter 4 out of like 17, 18 chapters, so you won't sort of see the true depth of the combat system. But just take my word for it, it's really interesting combination of sort of real-time action with a turn-based sort of layer in terms of cooldown of your skills and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it runs pretty well. There are caveats to it. I'm sure it's going to be pulled up by some people for perhaps not going far enough, but it definitely looks a lot better, and it takes sort of the striking elements of the original Xenoblade, which was sort of some of the wide open environments you would visit. They definitely benefit in this version of the game, and we'll be talking more about that a little closer to launch. Launch is the 29th of May, and when we get closer to that, there will be a full written review on VG247.com and stuff like that, so you can check back and you can sort of hear my full impressions on what the game is actually like. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, it's another great RPG on the Switch. The original game is excellent, and in that sense, no matter what happened with this remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it, it was always likely to be pretty solid. It was just a question of how much it improved, or even if it was a little bit worse. It's still a great game underneath, and it feels like they've done a pretty good job of sort of sharpening it up, tightening it up. I think the character models that have changed, that have a bit more of an anime look now, that's going to be something where I think there's going to be a lot of debate on the internet about if that's actually better or worse. They're certainly better quality and better fidelity, but it's a different style. It's shifted, and it's much more like Xenoblade 2 in that respect, and people debated that a lot with Xenoblade 2 also, so that makes sense. But yeah, stick with us if you like this kind of stuff. I will now let you watch some footage of early game combat, like I say, so don't expect anything too flashy, but it just shows you what performance is like in a wide open area, and in an area that will be familiar even to people who haven't played the original Xenoblade, in that this area is one of the levels in Smash Bros. So it gives you a chance just to see how the game's looking, how the game's running, and stick with us, come back a little bit closer to launch for a little bit more on the game. So yeah, that's it from me. Until next time, everyone. See ya.
definitely do this! This is the Monada's power! This isn't going well. Now That's it! I'm seeing something. Everyone, let's go! The future is ours to decide. This ain't good. Hang in there. Don't give up. Take this! Yeah! All together now! Right with you, Shulk! Lend us your power! Now behold the power of the Monado! Bring it on! Got a focus on...
Dunban! You can't take any more of the Monado!
But I must! I don't have a choice!
Ryan's right. You can't go on like this.
Shulk!
Dunban.
Hey!
This time, it's my turn!
Shulk! No! It'll kill you! Shulk!
What's happening?
What the?
Wow! Shulk's pretty awesome!
How could this be? Shulk is using the Monado.
What was that?
Shulk! More company!
Ryan,
Right.
Ryan! Dunban!
I got your back!
Right, you're a lifesaver.
Bring it on!
Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together. I'm powering up. This is too easy. One left. This isn't going well.
Now it's right time. Bring it on!
Split it! Take this! You never stood a chance. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Hello.
lifesaver. Split edge! Backslash! Bring it on! Ha! We can definitely do this! Come on! Turning up the heat. You're really getting into this right. Backslash! Yeah! Choke! Yeah! That's it! Everyone! Let's go! Slash! Yeah! Alright, now tear him up! I'm seeing something. Okay, Ryan. We can definitely do this! Alright, we can do it! Now it's right time! This is the Monado's power! Gotta focus on... Easy there, Ryan! Shadow Eye! I need to be even stronger! Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Take this! Split edge! Shadow Eye! We can definitely do this! Powering up! Alright, now tear him up! That was too easy! Let's not lose our heads though! Right, you're a lifesaver. Split edge. Now it's the right time. Eat this. Come on, we can do it. Powering up. Yeah, all together now. We win. Let's not lose our heads though.
Wow. No matter how many times I see this, I never get used to it.
On the other side of those clouds.
Yep. It's our enemy. Mechonis.